Okay, hello everyone and good evening, guys. So, welcome to the YouTube channel of Get Set Love by IMS. So, I know, guys, all the CLAT aspirants, it's been an eagerness going on and that anxiety, and it's finally been killed. I know. Today, finally, the result is out, the counseling process out. So that is something which has like took it to the part, right? Okay. So, can I just get a confirmation that am I clearly audible and visible to you all? Can I just check? Just a moment. I'm just checking up. Let me know, am I audible or not? Can I just have a confirmation from the people that am I clearly audible or visible or not in the chat box? Okay, ठीक है. ठीक है. So I'm just sharing my screen with all of you and let's start it up. Okay, so the counseling process finally came in, and everyone was waiting for this thing to happen, and a lot of back and forth things have happened, and I know a lot of students have went through this situation, and I know it's a big thing, but finally, Supreme Court, High Court, and the decision is here. So when you will go to the website of Consortium of NLUs, they have provided you two links where they have updated a new answer key. The CLAT results are out. So you go, log into your portal and check it out. And there is a notification that how the entire counseling process is going to take place. So I believe that this particular session is actually for all the students for who have appeared for CLAT 2025 and was waiting for this process to restart. We have already taken up a video 5 months back, but now we are again on the point zero. Okay. So I'm starting up with this thing where I will take you onto how this calendar will look like, which I would recommend all of you to kindly take a photo of this. Like you already have the notification. The links are already provided in the description also, but on the consortium website also it's been given. Just a second, guys. Let me check. I think it's running fine. Yes, okay. The screen is clearly visible to all of you. Okay, perfect. So, the admission counseling calendar. So this particular schedule has to be there with all of you because it's a very short span being there. If I tell you about that, the registration for the admission for the counseling process, they're going to start it today itself. It's already started from 4 p.m. onwards, and we're going to be there for the next 4 days only. That is 21st of May till 5 p.m. So this particular thing is where you will need to register for the admission counseling. So I believe that most of the students who got invites, okay. So there are two categories of the students. One who already got the invite on the basis of the previous result. And if there is not major change, they don't have to do anything related to this. Okay. But for the ones whose ranks have been revised and now they entered into this category, you will going to get an SMS. You must have already received. You're going to get an email you must have already received, or just check it up by logging onto the portal. Okay. So this is the date, the schedule, which is already given on the notification. I'm just repeating it for you people, which the student needs to register, including the payment of the counseling registration fees. Now, what is counseling registration fees? We're going to check it up before or on the above part. Okay. Second, it says the publication of the first allotment list. That is just after 5 days on 26 May. They're going to come up with the first list. They already came up with the list, but now it will be a revised list where the first round of counseling is going to start. So first round, they're going to come up with the second round, and then they're going to come up with the final round that will be the third and the final allotment list. They've clearly made it that not anything beyond that this will not be going to be there. Okay. So they'll come up with the first list on 26th May, 10 a.m. What do you have to do? If you are going to select the college from the list, now I'll tell you there are certain things which are coming, the tabs, freeze option, float option. We'll take it right now. But let's first understand how it's going to happen. So first list is going to out on 26th of May. You will going to pay the confirmation fees if you choose the college, or you believe that I have a better chance that I've got a fifth number ka college as per the list which I've given, and I expect it will going to upgrade to fourth number. So I'll wait. We'll choose a float option. Buy and I'll use for the first allotment. Then once it's been done, so by between this 26 May 10 a.m. say leke for the next 4 days till 1 p.m. So just remember the time duration, because now they are very strict onto it that they are not going to give any liberty to anyone. So you need to be going through this. Okay. Then once it's done, then the publication of second allotment list, which is called the second round of counseling. If you choose any of the college, then again you need to pay the confirmation fees for the freeze or the float option for the second allotment list. So the second list is going to come on 4th June. So it's like 26th May, then the process is going to happen for 4 days. Then after 4 days, so it's a gap of 4 days only, 5 days. So on 4th June till 9th June, you need to put up your final calculation along with which college you're going and confirm it by paying the confirmation fee. Then they say, so now you see, we are on 17th of May, almost like in the next span of not even a month, it's only 20-25 days, you need to be ready with the university fees after adjusting your confirmation fees and your counseling fees, where you are finally taking a seat in the NLU which has been allotted to you in the first and the second counseling rounds. So this information is very crucial for the parents, that if your ward, your child, your kid is going to get into a college as per the finalization which you have selected, by 14th June, by 5 p.m., you have to pay the university fees, where your confirmation and the counseling fees is going to be adjusted. So let's say if your fees is near about 2,50,000, your 30,000 which you have already paid, your 20,000 which you will extra pay, the remaining 2 lakh rupees needs to be paid. So you need to be ready with that money in the next 15 days. So this is an important point which I just marked over here. Okay. Because by 14th of June, you have to pay it. Then maybe the case you're waiting for the final list, that is the third allotment. So 20 June code will going to come. Then you have to only freeze an option, because once the third and final list is done, either you freeze it or you exit it. So that's the final, you freeze the option by 23rd of June, and final fees. If someone not in the first and the second list, but in the third list, the final date for them is 27th June. So for them, it's like a month or so, but more than a month or so, but so be ready with the money. So this is what is the dates are over here. Are there anything which anyone wants to ask right now in context with the process which I'm just following right up? So please let me know. Please let me know all in the chat box. Now, is it okay? Good. Okay. So let's go ahead. Okay, now I'll go to, so this was the calendar which I just took. Now I will start up with the initial part. So let's start it on the way back. Yeah, so I've highlighted the major portion which needs to be covered up for the process. It's already been done, but this is a new process for all the students. So 17th May will be remembered as a day for all the CLAT 2025 aspirants. So they've come up for the UG. These are the instructions which needs to be followed. So first point, very crucial, where they have made that for the students who have completed, so there are two important points, who have received the invites and have completed the registration for the admission counseling process, need not to register or pay. Means if you have already paid 30,000 rupees in the initial part, no need to pay anything. How does that screen is going to look like? I'm going to take up to a student portal also. How does that portal look like? So don't worry about it. Okay. You can update the preference list. And if there are few candidates who have already paid their fees, but you are out of the league now, then refund will be provided to such candidates. Okay, so don't worry about it. Candidates received invites before and have not completed the registration. They say received invites, have not completed the registration for the admission counseling process, can complete now by updating their preference list and paying the counseling fees before the deadline. So deadline is 21st of May. So don't wait for the last dates. Okay. Then the eligible candidates who has received the invites, so an email will be there, SMS is there, or you can check it up on the CLAT portal that the candidate should log in. And this is the counseling process, opens at 4 a.m. and 21st May. So right now the counseling fees needs to be done, not beyond that you have to do anything. Then on the basis, so it's like if you are shortlisted, you will going to get the invite first. Talk to your mentors. So don't hurry up. Okay. Take a pause, take a deep breath. Talk to your mentors that is there a chance for me to get into a college? You should not follow. It's like if you have received the invite, just go for it. Don't do that. Just follow it. If it's your rank is near about 1200, 1300, there is a chance, there is a probability, then you should go for the process. I would highly recommend talk to your mentor and then take that step. If there is a very minute chance, don't go for it. Go for some another college. Okay. To complete the registration, then this is to be done by 21st of May. So they have opened up this window for the registration. Counseling process ka admission needs to be done right. The first step one, they say update the NLU preferences, log into your account. If you have been invited for counseling, you will be seen an update NLU preference button. How does that look like? Can anyone just tell me? I'll just tell you. Don't worry. It's there on the screen. I'm just sharing that part with all of you. Yep. I think this is now visible. Just a second. Yes. Okay. So this is how you will log into your portal. How it's going to happen? You logged in, you view your result. Oh, sorry. You will going to view your result over here, or you're going to see your category wise rank. So view result, you'll get a scorecard, the revised scorecard. You see the category wise rank, you're going to see that score. How it happens? It happens like this, but we'll come back to this later. Now it says that this is how after login it is going to happen, where I've already taken up that point, which I just mentioned in the previous part. Okay. So it says, since this student has already got the invite initially, paid 30,000. So it's showing payment done successfully. 30,000 already paid before. Now you get an option to either view or update the preferences. So when you click on this view and update the preferences, you say, please click this to change your preferences. So this is the preference which the student has done. We have already taken up the preference wala part. The link is provided below in the description and the timestamp has already been provided. You just go and check it up in that video. Okay. This is a student has done. This is not my suggestion. It's one of the student who has done. If you want to go to the new preferences, you can just click. If you have already given the preferences, you can click on the new preference button and you give your own preference. You want to do any modification. That's the part. Okay. And make online payment. This is the done. Only candidates successfully completed the above two steps will be considered for the allotment of seats first. The counseling registration process by 21st of May. Now, this is for the ones who have already paid. But for the ones who have not paid, the portal is going to look a bit different. You go, you first put up the preference, how the preference is going to happen, link provided in the description below, or you can put up your comments also, or you go to our Telegram channel also, where we have already shared the list a few months back. I'll again reshare that preference list. There is no need to take up a separate video for it because it's already there on the portal. So we are not coming up with that video. But to go for what preference and everything, it's already there. So timestamp is provided for the video in the description. So you go, update your preferences, make a payment of 30,000 fees. That's it. Okay. So that is what is going to be there. Now I'm coming back to the part where we started initially. Okay, so that's the portal look like. Now I think we are again back on that screen. Perfect. Okay. So this is what log into your this update NLU preferences for the ones who's done. Now they say you should provide a minimum of 15 preferences. You can provide more preferences also, but minimum you have to select 15 preferences. So on the basis of your domicile and everything, just check the check boxes and select it that way. Okay. Candidate will be considered only for those NLUs which they have provided the preferences. If a candidate chooses only 15, they will be considered for the allotment of only 15 preferences. I would recommend go for all 35, 36 options which are there. Okay. Now, if you want to update, you can update it as many as number of times until the closure of the counseling registration, that is 21st May. 21st May ke pehle, you can keep on making changes and number of times itself. Okay. Post that, no acceptance is going to happen. Okay. Step 2. Make a payment of the counseling registration fees. If you have already paid, no need to pay. Like the portal which I showed it right now, वापस pay करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Sorry. It says complete the payment of the counseling registration fees. Click the make payment button. Will be visible only if you have selected the admission counseling process. Once again, the ones who got the invites, the ones who have got the mail, the SMS and everything, or you can check it up on the portal. Those people can only go for it. If you have not received the invites, no worries. All the best. Next time. Pay the counseling registration fees, 21 May, 5 p.m., 30,000. That's it. For general category, for other categories, it's 20,000. This is done. I believe till here, it's all perfect. Anything anyone wants to put up in the chat box, please. Can I hear it from people in the chat box? Can I hear it from people? Okay. Fair. Next, it says wait till once you have made the payment successful message ka wait karna screen ke upar. Don't run. Okay. Payment can only be made online after logging into the CLAT portal consortium website. I've already shown it up. The counseling registration fees, admission counseling fees is refundable. So 30,000 rupees. If you don't go through the process, it will going to be refunded. Para 4 minutes given. I'm going to take that up. Okay. Any request to make payment after this shall not be considered. It's super important. Okay. Consortium not responsible for any other mishap which happens. Now, next we'll go to the admission counseling process. So you see now, first list is going to come up, I think on 26th of May. Then you need to choose a freeze or a float option. That is what is here. So what does a freeze option means? If you are satisfied that I got a seat in NUJS or I got a seat in Hyderabad, I'm going to select it, freeze it, be quiet. That's it. You have selected your own seat. It was allotted and you have freezed it. Okay? You're not interested in participating in any other further rounds, it's okay. In order to freeze their seats in the first, second, third round of counseling, you need to pay a non-refundable confirmation fee. So there are two fees. Counseling, 30,000, which is refundable if you don't get selected. But if you put up a freeze option in either of the rounds, there are only 3 rounds, it's a 20,000 confirmation fees because you have confirmed the seat. That's it. So you are going to pay it up. But this confirmation fees and the counseling fees is going to be adjusted with your NLU fees payment. So don't worry about it. Okay. A candidate who selects fees option pays the confirmation fees will not be considered in the subsequent round. That's it. मैं already select हो गया हूँ. I'm not going to go into the next process further. So second list में नाम नहीं आएगा, first list में already 26 में को नाम है. A candidate to select the freeze option in the first or the second round, he need to pay the remaining fees. ये already वहाँ पे calendar of events we've taken it. In order to freeze your seat in the third round, then also you need to pay a 20,000 fees. It's already done. Third and final round का final fees payment का with the remaining fees of the university 27 June, it's already done. So freeze option done. I've selected it. But you believe कि right now I got Patiala, but there is a scope as per my preference that it will going to shift to RMNLU Lucknow or maybe shift to Jodhpur. But there is not itna jump nahi hota hai, but maybe Patiala se it could go to Odisha or Odisha se it would go to Lucknow. There is a probability. So you have chosen a float option. There is a probability, possibility of getting a higher preference NLU. So as per the preference it's done. Okay? So to exercise this option in the float option, you do it, but again, you need to pay a non-refundable 20,000. So either you select freeze, you select float option, you have to pay 20,000 rupees, which is non-refundable because you have an expectation that it will going to go up. So again, I told you, talk to your mentors, talk to your teachers, talk to your educators, to your counselors, that is there a probability or not? Should I go for freeze or float option and then do it? But this can happen once you're done with this counseling registration process. Okay? If a candidate option for under the float option, the candidate must hold the seat allotted to them. So in the float option, you have got a seat in Odisha, seat confirmed, but you are taking an option of float. मे बी द केस की फर्स्ट में यू हैव टेकन अ फ्लोट ऑप्शन, सेकंड में भी यू हैव टेकन अ फ्लोट ऑप्शन, थर्ड में वो आपको अलॉट ही हो जाएगी, यू डोंट हैव एन ऑप्शन, ठीक है। बट फर्स्ट में यू हैव डन अ फ्लोट ऑप्शन, सेकंड में भी प्रोबेबिलिटी की वही चेंज नहीं हो रहा, तो यू फ्रीज इट अप, क्योंकि आपको एक्सपेक्टेशन है कि इट विल गोइंग टू अपग्रेड, बट अब वो अपग्रेड ही नहीं हुआ, तो आपने कहा लेट मी बी फिक्स विद इट, तो आपको एक सीट अलॉटेड है, and if they are allotted a high preference seat in subsequent counseling round, they shall move to the more preferred. If you move to the more preferred, you cannot go back to the previous. Right now you shifted from Patiala to Odisha, you choose a float option और आपका उड़ीसा में नाम आ गया, अब उड़ीसा से वापस पटियाला नहीं जा सकते, नीचे पे नहीं जा सकते, डाउनग्रेड नहीं हो गया, करेक्ट। सो दिस इज वन इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट कि आपने प्रेफरेंस में ऊपर कॉलेज में यू गॉट अ सिलेक्शन, यू हैव चोजन अ फ्लोट ऑप्शन, आपको एक अपग्रेड होके कॉलेज मिल गया, अब यू कांट गो बैक, करेक्ट। सो दैट्स द थिंग, बिकॉज नाउ यू हैव लेफ्ट दैट सीट. So if a candidate opted a freeze option in first, second round, so it's already been done, 14 June. Candidate chosen float option at the end of the counseling process. That is the third round. Candidate should opt either freeze or exit. So आपने float option किया था, first में float किया, second में float किया, but third में आपको freeze करना है, else exit कर दीजिए, ठीक है। Exit means okay, tata bye. Candidates have opted for freeze option must pay the confirmation fees. This is already done. If a candidate is allotted a seat in the highest NLU at the list of preferences, he she either freeze or exit. Okay. The float option shall not be available to migrate to a seat lower in the preference. भाई आपको अगर बैंगलोर मिल गया है आपकी प्रेफरेंस के हिसाब से, यू केप्ट बैंगलोर एट द टॉप, अब उससे ऊपर क्या फ्लोट होगा, डोंट चूज फ्लोट, चूज फ्रीज, ओके। बट इफ इट इज द अदर वे कि आपने ऊपर in the preference you have kept NUJS on the top and you have done Bangalore and you got Bangalore, so अब आपको NUJS की probability है मिलनी, that's it. Or if you have got NUJS and have kept Bangalore in the second number, you will not going to get it. Just keep that in mind because the preference you have given ना, so first ये होगा, second ये होगा, third ये होगा, fourth होगा, so this is the preference which you have kept. Got it, all of you? So this is one point needs to be very, very clear. So please fill up your preference properly, judiciously. The float option will be available till second round and float option shall not be available for the third because that's the final one. First में float, second में float, final में freeze या exit ही आप करेंगे. Now what's the exit option? A candidate who does not want to participate will going to go for the exit option. If a candidate has chosen a float or a freeze option prior to the exit option, the seat allotted to them will be reallocated to someone else and the confirmation fees will be forfeited. Right? क्या आपने तो exit option choose कर लिया था, you can't go for that and आपका fees will going to be paid back. Now, if it in the entire process you have not done anything, the consortium is going to consider it as not interested. As a result, you will not be considered for the admission. You will lose the currently allotted seat and it will not be there in the subsequent lists. So that is an important thing. Under 2.7 point, it says that please note that confirmation fees will only be adjusted against NLU fees and will not be refunded. The 20,000 fees. Counseling refund ho jayega, but if the process has not taken place. There will be only 3 rounds. After the third round, the consortium will not be responsible for anything. If you still believe, sir, there is a probability, should I wait? There is an option of vacant seats, but consortium has no role. You have to visit to the website of NLUs and keep on checking that there are any vacant seats or not, and you have to go and apply to the college directly. Okay. So they open up the forms and everything. The refund part. If not allotted a seat at the end of the third list, counseling registration fees, 30,000 rupees will going to be refunded. So this is how, what's the fees? It's the 30,000 fees, which are going to be refunded in full. Then if you choose exit option also, the registration fees will be refunded in full. If the exit option is exercised before 1st PM 9th June, or so it's like refund will be done in full if you have exercised the exit option by 9th June. But if post 9th it's done, 5,000 will going to be deducted and 5,000 is the maximum amount which they have kept it. कि 30,000 में से 5 डिडक्ट करेंगे, बाकी आपको पे कर देंगे. आगे भी बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस में it has already been. So this is going to be there. The 4.6 option says that the confirmation fees paid by a candidate shall be adjusted against the fees payable at the NLU where candidate has secured the admission. So it says that you have already made the payment of the fees, and NLU में जो final fees आपको pay करने वाला है उसके against it will going to be adjusted. In the event that the candidate has chosen an exit option or fails to pay the fees at the NLU within the prescribed date, so the list June, May 17, June 27, June तक, it will found ineligible by the NLU based on upon the verification of the documents. The confirmation fees shall not be refunded. So just keep that in mind. That means the entire process been done and you were about to only pay the final fees and you have not paid it. There you have done something wrong. Nothing going to be given to you. Okay. These are the following required documents. I've already highlighted. They've already put up that this asterisk mark, the star mark is, these are mandatory. Okay. So keep ready all these documents with you. 10th marks, CLAT admit card, download it. If not, it's there on the portal. 12th statement of marks. So this is not compulsory because there are a lot of students who are in 12th, they will going to get their result. But I think result to aa chuka hai. So you can show that up also. Okay? Then caste certificate for these categories, it's compulsory. Or PWD SAP certificate for PWDs and domicile resident certificate for the category seat also. So domicile certificates, please get it updated with you. So anyone there is a retired defense personnel, EWS certificate or something, this is also compulsory. Keep those documents ready. These documents are not going to be uploaded on the portal right now, but keep it ready because you will be called in the next month to get these documents verified. Okay. Then fees payment at the allotted NLU. So this is a point where it says freeze option chuna hai, prescribed within the time. It's already been given in the calendar of the events where you need to pay it by either 17th of June or 27th of June. So please keep ready these money. Okay. So this was the part in context with the counseling process. Now I will again take you back to the portion which I was just highlighting it to the people that this is how your portal is going to look like. Now this is a area where a lot of students were asking questions, and I believe that you still have this question in the mind that, sir, I'm a general category, I'm a general women category, or I have a domicile of Madhya Pradesh or a domicile of UP or something. Will I be able to get the seat or not? So how you look it up, just see that. So in general, the total available seats, it states that 1579 is there. And the student got a rank is 1202. That means there is a high probability of getting a national law college. Okay. Now, which national law college is it? Tier 1, lower tier 1, tier 2, lower tier 2. That you need to go and check in our video, which we have already taken up. Or if you want to have the session, please share at least 5 comments in this video and tell me, sir, we want an Ask Me Anything session. Please, please, please come up. I will be there. Like the same, I'm aware live. I'm going to answer all the queries on the basis of your category, on the basis of your ranks, everything. I have the data. I have made it data. Okay. So that will be going to be live. No portal, nothing is going to be there. It's a live discussion can happen. Okay. So there is a probability. That is how you see it up. But it says that general category of Madhya Pradesh में the seats are 69. 60 तो high probability that Madhya Pradesh के Jabalpur and NLIU में there is a probability, but NLIU में है कि नहीं doubtful हो सकता है, ठीक है. And the women में 438. So women में chances कम है because your rank is more and the seats are less. So in general or in domicile there is a high probability that you can get it. ठीक है. So that's it from my end, guys. And I'm there for next 2-3 minutes. If anyone is having any question, any query in the chat box, please let me know. I'm just checking the chat box right now. Okay. So can you give an idea? Save score. Oh, so score is not an idea. The rank is an idea right now. Okay. Got it, Samrat? Okay. 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 Samrat, is it clear? Okay. So Aftab is struggling with a question where he is stating that. So Aftab, I'm already going to come up with a session onto this where we'll have an one-on-one discussion, but the probability is less. But for PWD can be checked like the way I've told it on the portal. Just check it up and let us know after the video is done in the comment section also. So we are already there. Even you can drop a comment onto the Telegram also. we'll answer over there. Okay. Got it, Aftab? Bangalore NLU के chances are not sure of. Okay, just a second. I'll just check it out. Give me a moment. PWD. Aftab, sorry for PWD. The rank for CLAT 24 closed at 4600 for general, and it could be general men. Because for women it was 4937. So your rank is quite far away. Okay. Okay, Aftab. So I've answered this thing. ठीक है चलो. So I think I have answered the question. Rest, if anyone is having any issue, I'm going to come up with a session for all of you. And I've just ended my screen. And thank you so much for guys coming up over here. And I hope you guys like the session. If you are there on our YouTube channel for the very first time, please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button for the videos you're watching.